What's up, y'all? I'm Marcus, also known as enV. Today, at the beginning here, I actually want to talk a little bit about some things that I think that streaming services are lacking in. I'm talking about like Twitch, you got Mixer, YouTube has its own streaming service. Here are some things that I think that would be like the next evolution, like things that they could do that would actually make things better. Not only for streamers, but also for you, the viewer, the end user. So one of the things that I've thought about, and I posted this question on Twitter earlier, was a question for the technical experts. What are some of the technological barriers to being able to stream 2 or more audio feeds to a stream and then allow the user to adjust them? Are the big issues with resyncing audio infrastructure? Could streaming sites offer this option? What I'm referring to is, like, right now, you hear my voice, you are also hearing some music. This song, Clover Ruins, one of my favorites from Xanadu Next, super underrated game. I control the loudness of my voice and the music. Like, you can mute the whole thing and get rid of us both, but I'm gonna make the music a little bit louder now, guys, so just don't want to caution out there. See, I can do this, and then I can turn it back down, and I can control that, right? You can't. I think it would be better if you could. Because oftentimes what you have is you have a streamer, you've got their commentary coming through the mic, you've got the game sounds, you've got the music that they may be playing. Say that you want to listen to your own music. Like, you want to watch the stream, you want to hear the commentary, you want to hear the game sounds, but you want your own music. Well, you can't. Like, you don't have any way to mute the music on the stream. Or say, for example, the game's a little bit too loud for you and you want to hear the commentary a little bit more clearly, or you're tired of a game soundtrack and you don't want to hear it. You don't have the ability to mute that and still get the commentary. Now, to my understanding, the way that this works right now is you have a program like OBS that I'm using to broadcast. It will take the video and the audio and encode them together and then send them to Twitch. Then I think it passes through Source, but it also re-encodes it into other formats as well for different streaming quality options and passes it on. But what you get is you get one video feed with one audio track, right? But I don't see why that has to be the case. I just don't understand it. And the reason I say that is because OBS already supports the ability to have multiple different audio tracks on a video file recorded locally. So this file, which I actually need to hit stop recording because I don't have much hard drive space because I've been working on a YouTube video. This recording, the local recording for this video, will have 4 different audio tracks on it. It will have the overall that you guys heard on stream. It will have one with just my commentary, one with just the game sound, and one with just the music. So that if I get some sort of miraculous PB on my speed runs or whatever, and say there's a copyright issue with some music, if I try to archive it on YouTube, I could remove that audio track, just that part. Or, for example, say that I wanted to do post commentary over it. Like, maybe for whatever reason I was in a bad mood that day and my live comm was kind of crap, but I got a good run. Well, I could get rid of the live commentary and then I could do that. So OBS already has this feature, but you can't send that to Twitch. Like, you can't broadcast multiple different tracks. And beyond that, even if you did, even Twitch wouldn't, I don't think Twitch has any sort of system for dealing with that. But if you think about it, you've got things like, if you watch a movie or something on Amazon, like, already you can choose between different audio tracks, right? Because of different languages. So what you really need, and I've been thinking about this, all it really needs is you need a way for OBS to send video and audio separately with metadata that provides for syncing, right? And then Twitch, instead of encoding it into one video, they would have to send out multiple signals. They would have to send out the video and then, each individual audio track, right? Now, I'm assuming that there are technological barriers that are preventing this from happening. Like, I don't think that it's a problem of infrastructure or bandwidth so much. Not make a reactor, thank you. Not grandma destruction, thank you. There we go, Forest Kingdom will work. I'm assuming that it's not really an issue of bandwidth, because audio doesn't take up that much. Doesn't take up that much of it. If it was just, even if it was just 2 audio tracks that you were able to send out, it would be an infinite improvement. And if it was 3, it would be, you know. So, I don't think it's like an infrastructure bandwidth limitation for as far as sending multiple audio tracks. I think that it's more a software, like OBS doesn't support it, and then at Twitch they would also have to be able to support that, and then your viewer, the Twitch viewer for you guys, would also have to be able to support that. I don't know. I don't know what the technical barriers could be, but like this would be such an obvious, and like I just don't see any like unsurmountable, impassable wall of technological problem. But that may be a lack of knowledge on my part. It would definitely improve things a lot for a lot of people. Hey, we gonna bump this? We gonna bump this. You guys let me know if the music's too loud and you can't hear what I'm saying. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully you can still hear me. The other thing that I was gonna say is that this is just like, we're talking about audio at this point. What if you could do it with video too? Like, what if you could actually send separate video tracks so that if you guys just didn't like the overlay, you could turn it off. Or if you just didn't want to see my stupid face, you could turn it off. You feel me? It seems a bit too loud. Hey, I bopped it down. It seems like you could do this, but the overhead for doing this for millions of people would be huge. That's a lot of processing that has to be done. I mean, even if you did a phased rollout for large streams first, and then went to midstream, like this size stream, and then smaller streams, partners, and then affiliates, you're not necessarily like, you're not even, I don't know. It does change the amount of data that's sent. That's true. That's true. And maybe it is an infrastructure issue. Maybe it's a scaling issue. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not trying to trivialize whatever problems could be. I mean, I'm genuinely curious what the barriers are, because just being able to offer 2 independent audio streams that people can, like, even if I could just offer one with commentary and game sound and one with commentary, game sound, and music, and then people could choose between the 2, regardless of like choosing volume or whatever, that would already be a massive improvement, right? Like, just the ability to transmit 2 audio tracks that you are choosing between, right? No, I agree with that. Like, I think that it is possible to give users too much control. However, having said that, I think that giving people the ability to choose between audio tracks is like, I think it's the future. Like, I really do. I mean, shouldn't we first focus to make streaming in 1440p possible? I'm gonna say no, Carbor. I think this would be a bigger improvement for more people right now. And the reason I'm gonna say that is, in the first place, a lot of people aren't able to watch in source because they don't have the bandwidth for it. In the second place, a lot of people watch on their phones or mobile devices. But in the third place, one of the big problems with mixing audio for the stream as a streamer is the fact that you guys use so many different devices. Some of you watch on TVs. Well, you can't see my TV right. Hold on. Some of you guys watch on TVs. Some of you guys watch on your phone. Some of you guys are on PC. Some of you are using little buds like these. Some of you are using really nice headphones like these. There's no fucking way for me to, like, I can do my best and kind of like best guess it, but how audible, how clear I am, and what the balance is really like for you is going to depend on your audio setup, and that's just the truth, man. So being able to like control that on the user end, I think that's a bigger improvement that they could make right now rather than 1440p. That's what I think. I'm not saying I would not appreciate 1440p. Hell, I've got the bandwidth. I could stream in 4K if they would let me. If they would let me. Yeah. So. Hey, thank you very much, Myungwal. Thank you very much. Good vibes, man. So that was, yeah. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just throwing this out there for, like, I think this is a big thing that could be done. I think that it would take changes to the broadcasting software, OBS, but OBS already supports recording multiple tracks. I can't imagine that it would be a huge, impossible task to make it broadcast multiple tracks. Twitch would have to, their servers would have to actually accept that for re-encode, right? And support that. And then the video player would also have to support the ability to choose between tracks for the viewer. So. Anyway. Sometimes I want to watch the stream without the music. Yeah, I completely understand that. That's a lot of what's driving me to say this, is I understand that a lot of people don't necessarily want to hear the music, but on the other hand, a lot of people do. And you know, it's one of those things where as a streamer, you want to make everybody happy if you can, but you can't. So, yeah. All right, so that's one thing. That's one thing that I wanted to talk about. The next thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of how streaming services could get better. This is another Twitter thought. I had a lot of Twitter thoughts yesterday. I was working on a YouTube video. Bear with me here. I've been thinking about the whole topic, what can Mixer do to pull streamers from Twitch and pull viewers too? And I had a crazy idea. They could offer mid-tier streamers a guaranteed wage and a benefits package. Health insurance, retirement account. Now, this is actually a crazy idea because as things stand, like, there's no real benefit to them. There's no real, like Twitch and Mixer and all, like, keeping streamers as being contractors, freelancers, does a lot of good things for them. A, they don't have to pay them a wage. B, they don't have to worry about benefits. C, they don't have any legal responsibility, or more limited, let me say, not no legalers. They are more shielded from legal responsibility for the things that users broadcast, right? But from a streamer's perspective, if you take somebody like Mixer, they don't have any identity as a platform. Like, okay, they paid a bunch of money out of pocket to get Ninja to exclusively stream on their service rather than Twitch, right? That got a lot of people going, oh wow, Mixer's a thing. Mixer is an alternative to Twitch. Okay, so they made people aware of it. Then people realized that Mixer sucks because it doesn't really have any identity other than we're not Twitch. You get me? You feel me? Okay, and? Now, it's kind of fascinating to me because one of the things that I feel like Twitch did to YouTube was to kind of sell themselves, and they sold themselves to me this way, and I believe it's true to a certain extent, that, hey, we're the good guys. We're gonna take care of you. YouTube doesn't give a shit about you, but we do. And to a certain extent, I think that's true. And, you know, they've behaved in ways that are consistent with that more than YouTube has. But I think, like, this sort of thing is an opportunity for somebody like Mixer to be like, no, we're the good guys. We're the ones who are concerned about streamers' health and stability, the sustainability of their job, and we're going to invest in that. And speaking about Mixer specifically, they've got Microsoft money behind them. So even if they did it at a trial level for like large or mid-sized streamers, just you know, a few. Hey, no, I don't like that. Yeah, that'll work. I think it's a big PR win. Like, but you know, realistically, it's the gig economy. It's contract work. Streamers in general, like, you're doing something that a lot of people are gonna look at and say, that's fun, that's the ideal job. It's work, guys, it's still work. There's still lots of problems, and it's still long hours, and it's still super unreliable at times. It can be good money, it can be bad money. It's one that's another thing, it's just very unstable. Like, not only, like, if people are interested in what I'm playing, where people's Prime subs go for a month. Like, if there's a big charity event, a lot of times, a lot of people will shift their Prime sub over to the charity event, and I don't have any problem with that. But the truth of the matter is that for a lot of mid-sized streamers, it's easy to see a financial hit when that sort of thing happens. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying people shouldn't do it or that I fault the charity. Like, it's nobody's problem but mine, right? But that is the truth. It also depends on when tips come in, stuff like that. So you also have to consider, at least from the US perspective, streamers being independent contractors, we pay self-employment tax. We are responsible for getting health insurance for ourselves. Our kid, wait, you can't see our picture, her drawing. Our kids and stuff like that. And so, you know, there's lots of challenges to it. So all I'm saying is, even if they don't make streamers employees of the company for legal reasons, trying to shield themselves from copyright issues and stuff like that, I think that just setting up like things like a health insurance union or something along those lines for their streamers, and then contributing to that, that's a huge PR win for somebody like Mixer who's trying to get in the game. Or Twitch, if you guys wanna, you know, if you wanna. But you know, Mixer right now, they have a problem. They don't have viewers. But I think part of the reason why they don't have viewers is because they haven't, you have to get the right core of streamers that have the right mix of content. And I think that just getting Ninja, like Ninja is not a real good choice for getting viewers. It's a good choice for getting people's attention. But a lot of the people who watch Ninja in the first place, they just watch Ninja because he was the big streamer on Twitch. When he left Twitch, he wasn't the big streamer on Twitch anymore, so they went to, well, Asmont Gold, probably. Realistically, they just went elsewhere on Twitch, you know what I'm saying?